Hashtag Verse TV family, week 167 at St. Nick Clips. And this is In My Mind Part 1. And as we see on the lower, fourth of the screen, that's what we're answering. And here is the video.
I was sitting here thinking, Precious was the funniest movie I ever seen in my life. Precious was the funniest movie I ever seen in my life. Precious was the funniest movie I ever seen in my life. That shit was funny as fuck. I don't know who wrote that shit, but they need to do another one. They need to do a part 2. And shit like that is not supposed to be funny, but I don't know why I found so much humor in it. Like, I laughed through the whole thing. And I might, oh, you're a terrible person, that's abuse. Baby, we all done been through some shit, you know? Once you heal from it and you move on, I'll make jokes about shit that happened to me, you know? Maybe y'all don't, but bitch, I'm just like that, you know? I've been around funny people all my life, so some shit that people be taking to heart and be taking so serious, bitch, we let that shit roll off of our shoulders like it's nothing, you know? And everybody that I come in contact with can't take that. They like, oh my God, like, you would laugh at that? Yes, I'm gonna fall the fuck out about it. I am. That's how I was raised, you know what I'm saying? To laugh and smile, you know? That's why I look so young at the age of 41, because that's what I've been doing all of these years. Y'all ask me, what do you do? What's your skin regimen? Laughter. I wake up in the morning and I start my day with laughter. I was sitting here thinking, Precious was the funniest movie I ever seen in my life.
3 minutes on the clock, and the clock is in the upper, this side. Anyway, it's in the top corner, and the clock timer tells how long we have. And my 3 minutes are on the clock, and I will say, as far as my initial reaction to that video, the first thing that I thought about was one of Kevin Hart's comedy specials was called Laugh at My Pain. And yes, people do laugh at the pain, and that's how people get through often. And connecting it to myself, I think about something that my mom would tell me when I'd be like, Mom, kids are freaking on me in school. And she would say, Aaron, there are 3 ways to handle an insult. First, top it. If you can't top it, laugh it off. If you can't laugh it off, ignore it. And if you can't do any of those 3, you probably deserved it. And for me, I would always stop at laugh it off because I wasn't quick enough to top it, you know, but I would always laugh it off. Now, I did have a great family upbringing. I did have some pains in life. And I laugh at those pains, just like St. Nick Clips and Kevin Hart, you know, and I have the multiple sclerosis diagnosis, and I'm sharing this. It might be TMI for some, but it might be JEI for others, just enough information. And I have the multiple sclerosis diagnosis, and there are times that I have to wear Depends, adult diapers, you know, and there is pain in that, but I laugh at that as well, and the sometimes the funniest moments come from moments that are not supposed to be funny. Like, I can find myself laughing because it's like, oh, this is an awkward moment. You're not supposed to laugh. Don't laugh. And that's funny in and of itself. And one of my ex-boyfriends, he actually understood that about me, and that was cool because sometimes we would have deep conversations and he would share something really deep, and it would make me chuckle uncomfortably, and he would be like, I understand why you're doing that, you know? And but that's cool. And anyway, Roger Omeus Jr., what is your initial reaction to the video, and do you have any life connection to that video?
Um, well, I understand the school of thought of laughing at life. When life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. Um, but I'm more of a realist. So if there is pain, conflict, for me, it's best to deal with it, to go through it, um, deal with it head on. Um, if you will, rip the band-aid off and go through it. So if you're depressed, allow yourself to go through that depression. Allow yourself as a human being to go through the emotion that you're feeling so that you can move on. I'd rather not put a mask over something that is serious. So when he's mentioning Precious, I can understand why he thought it was funny because I actually went to see it with someone who thought it was funny too. Um, in that we were laughing. I was laughing because he found it funny, but I also know the trauma that he had gone through growing up and how he could identify with some of the stuff that the Precious character was going through, and so I could see that's why he found it humorous. And that's not my narrative. That's not my story. So I definitely understand the school of thought of laughing through adversity, but my reality is deal with what's going on and allow yourself to go through that motion.